I know everybody a go lie. I know everybody a go lie. Success don't come overnight. No matter know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, we not do it for the life.
What's up, everyone? What's good? Thanks for hopping on with us tonight if you are on, or if you're catching the replay. Appreciate that too. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Drop where you're watching from in the comments, even if you're watching the replay. I want to know where you're watching from, all right? I have with me two guests this evening, and I got this banner up, which we're going to talk about. Now, let me get this banner down for a second. See, I'm rusty. I'm messing up already, guys. All right, I got two guests with me. All right, first guest, Paul Medeiros he's the president and CEO of Easterseals Massachusetts, here to talk about the Bridge Center and Hooves and Gratitude, and we will get into that. How's it going, Paul?
Great, thank you.
All right, and then I also have with us Robin Shurtleff. All right, she's a residential real estate professional with the Real Estate Collaborative over in Lakeville, Massachusetts. How's it going, Robin?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in. So tonight, nothing formal at all. We're just real talking, right? You know, just talking junk, I guess. There's some random stuff and some powerful ways you can plug in to a mission that we're going to talk about. You know, you got Paul with the Easterseals here, so you know we're going to talk about that, right? So let's go ahead and start off with that. Paul, you know, for people that don't know the name, what does Easterseals Massachusetts do?
Sure. Yeah. Easterseals Massachusetts, we're a nonprofit that provides services to people with disabilities across the state, of all ages, all types of disabilities. And we've been in Massachusetts for over 80 years now. So we've been achieving our mission here in Massachusetts for a long time. And nationally, it's now over 105 years that Easterseals has been in existence, serving people with disabilities in the community.
Awesome, Paul. Wow. What's the short version of how you ended up doing the work that you do now with Easterseals?
Sure. I went to school to be an occupational therapist. So I started my career as an occupational therapist with Easterseals, and I loved our mission. The mission of Easterseals is very close to the mission of occupational therapy. And I loved what we did. I loved how, even though I worked as a therapist, you know, the work I did also was indirectly helping people, maybe getting other services. And the more I learned about Easterseals, the more I stayed involved and kind of worked my way up the ranks over the last 23 years.
It's been a while. Oh my, for both Easterseals and yourself.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh my. So Robin,
Yes.
what pulled you into real estate? How'd that happen?
3 years ago, I was trying to look for a change. I was working in a restaurant and wanted something else to do. So I thought, why not real estate? So I studied for my exam and took it, and have been doing that for the past 3 years.
I've got to ask you, what kind of restaurant?
I don't want to say on.
Oh, no, that's completely fine. That's completely fine.
It was a restaurant in a couple towns over. It was great, but yeah, my time came and went because it was just too physically demanding on me. So
yeah, tell me about it. Oh my,
yeah.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're in real estate because that's how I met you. So that's awesome.
Me too.
Cranberry Country Chamber of Commerce, everybody. Cranberry Country Chamber of Commerce. Shout out.
Best chamber in Massachusetts.
That's right. Cheers, chamber.
I agree.
Yes.
And I'm on the board of the Cranberry Chamber. So it's I will throw in my pitch on top of that too.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. If you don't know about the Cranberry Country Chamber of Commerce, you're gonna have to ask some of us. We're ambassadors as well. So
Yes. Yep.
Speaking of.
Check them out.
All right. So Paul, how did the Equestrian Center and therapy animals become part of the mission?
Yeah, so about 3 years ago, we merged with a small nonprofit called the Bridge Center. We had very similar missions, but they were a smaller organization and just working on this one campus, which is amazing. It's a 22-acre, beautiful campus. But it's hard, it's hard to make ends meet, maintain what you're doing there when you're kind of small nowadays. So I had met the executive director there, and she introduced me to her board chair. And we just thought it was a good match for us to get together. Unfortunately, COVID had hit right before that, so they did end up shutting down. And when we completed the merger, they had been closed for a few years. So we ended up having kind of a cold start instead of kind of a smooth merger like we might have hoped. But one of the things they had there was this amazing barn. And that was the first program that we got back up and running. Our mission at Easterseals is to provide services to ensure equal opportunities to live, learn, work, and play. So play is a crucial part of our mission. And in the barn, we certainly do the play. We actually even do some job training, some work. So it just fit with our mission. They have a lot of equipment there. It's accessible. So we wanted to keep doing what they had been doing previously and put our own Easterseals spin to it while we're at it.
Yeah, I'm not from the area, but I've heard from people in the area about the Bridge Center before you guys merged with them and the good things that they've done. So, I mean, that's got to be an awesome match.
Yeah, they had a 60-year history of their own. So they were doing good work for a very long time as well.
Awesome. So can you share a story of someone whose life actually changed by the time with the herd?
Sure. I love to talk about Aubrey, who's, you're going to, people will learn about her if they come to the event. She's a young woman who has been volunteering with us. She does have a disability, but she came into the barn, started working with the animals, absolutely fell in love with the horses, and she is so good with them. And she just says how it really impacted her personally to be able to interact with the animals. And again, it's really fun for me just to see these giant horses, and they make me nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a horse person, and I get a little nervous, even though they're so calm and gentle. But she goes right up to, she wheels right up to them, and they put their head on her, and they love her. And she's so good with them, and they listen to her, and she has that empowerment of knowing that she plays a crucial role in the barn, and we're grateful to have her as a volunteer. And I know we're going to talk more about the event, but she's actually doing an activity during the event to kind of show some of the things she does with the animals as well.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. So Robin, I want to ask you a question. When you're not working or you're not answering emails and, driving to showings and whatnot, who are you? What does a good off day look like for you? I'm going to ask you too, Paul, so, pay attention.
I didn't know realtors had off days.
Right?
No, it's 24/7, 365. Jason, we don't get days off. What is that?
It was a trick question.
I know. Well, when I'm not doing that and I can find, some time to myself, I like to read and crochet, hang out with my girls. I have 2 daughters, so just have fun, not think about real estate.
Yeah, exactly. Decompress, right?
Yeah, because you need that time to just separate work from life, and you just need to not be in it all the time, because then you don't get anything done. So
right, hard thing to do. You got to step away
Yeah.
to get more stuff done is what I find.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, Paul, what do you do on your time off?
I also have daughters. I have 3 daughters of my own, and they certainly take up a lot of the time outside of work. But we have fun and bringing them to all their activities, and like playing games.
Wait, didn't one just get their license or something like that?
Well, she just turned 16, so we've been driving with her. She's doing very well. She's doing great.
I'm gonna need some tips from you, because my oldest is turning 16 next May, so I'm gonna need some support.
Yeah, no, she's doing very well. So
Good.
But then also personally, I do like to work out. I'm not you, Jason, by any means, but I do. It's kind of my stress release and things like that. So I do enjoy a little exercise on the off time, and a lot of the time is those spent with the kids for sure.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Robin didn't mention that either, because Robin works out too.
Well, because Robin hasn't been to the gym in a little bit, so Robin didn't
No.
mention-
You're talking about the old Robin. We're talking about the present Robin. Robin works
Right.
out.
Yes, I do.
Exactly. There we go. All right, so let's talk about Hooves and Gratitude open house, which is going to happen on the 29th. So it's called Hooves and Gratitude. Connect with the herd. As a matter of fact, as I say it, let me pull this flyer up too. And as a matter of fact, let me pull that banner up as well to show you. If you need information, any information on what we're talking about this evening, you can go ahead and go to that long link there, and you will be able to find out. Let me see here. All right, so Hooves and Gratitude. Connect with the herd. It's Saturday, November 29th from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because guess where it is? It's at the Bridge Center, which is 470 Pine Street in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. All right. The QR code is there. You could scan that. We're going to talk a little bit more about it, but before we do get into it, let me get this screen back. We have a couple of comments I wanted to talk about real quick too, or mention. There we are. We're here. Don't mind me. I got my screen going all over the place here. All right. Comments. Oh my. Got them coming from everywhere. Terry Miner 5722 from YouTube said hello. Another couple of people said hello, guys. I'm not sure about any of these people, but it's all good. gotta show the comments. But anyhow, all right. So before we do get into it, I wanted to, since this is called Hooves and Gratitude, right? I wanted to know what's one thing each of us is grateful for right now. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Paul.
Crickets.
Well, I'm grateful
honestly,
for my. Oh, go ahead.
No, honestly, right now, and not trying to get into it, I'm honestly thankful just to, we have food on the table, we're healthy. It just feels like this year has been kind of a little chaotic in the world, and it is, honestly, it sounds corny, but it's a time to be grateful that, like, personally, I am in a place where I know I have a meal on the table and my kids are going to eat and have clothes and things like that. So that it really is something I've thought about lately a lot, and that's what I'm grateful for.
Awesome, Paul. How about you, Robin?
Yeah, the same. I'm thankful for having a roof over my head and my girl's head, and I'm thankful for them, and they bring a smile to my face every day, and occasionally the gray hair. But yeah, they're my world, so
No, that's
very
awesome.
thankful for them. And all my friends and family and everybody, I'm just thankful for everything.
All right. I think there's a lot to be thankful for. I don't know really which direction I pointed in, but I'm just overall thankful for everything that's going on, for everything that I do have and possess right now, and everything that's coming, and everything that I'm going to be able to help a lot of people out with. And I can't really talk about it right now, but I'm going to help a lot of people out, children and generations included. But anyhow, I'm just grateful just in general for everything. So with that being said, I would like to ask Paul a couple of questions about this open house that's happening on November 29th at the Bridge Center in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. See what I did there? What can people expect that day? Paint us a picture, Paul. Paint us a picture. I'm going to go ahead and put this flyer up too as well.
Yeah, so it's an opportunity to really come see what we do at the Equestrian Center, and that is Aubrey in the center there getting a kiss from Neil. But it really is a chance to come. You're going to see, how do we make mounting a horse accessible for everyone? I always say we can get anyone on a horse at the Bridge Center, as long as it's safe for them to do so. Obviously, it's not safe for everybody to actually ride a horse, but if they're willing, we can get them on the horse as long as it's safe. But how do we do that? You get a kind of demonstration on how we make that safe and accessible for everyone. Also, not everybody does ride. Like, Aubrey, for example, doesn't ride right now. We show how they can work with the animals on the ground and what kind of, things they do with the horses. They help out on the ground and help with brushing them and feeding them and helping take care of them that way. And that's also where some of the employment training comes in as well. So kind of explaining what we do in that way. And then Aubrey is going to be leading those painting demos that it mentions at the bottom there, which is going to be fun, bringing the horses into some painting activity, which, again, I can't wait to see what that's like because I haven't seen the horses paint. So I want to see that just as much as everyone else. And then the final piece is we will, tell people there are opportunities to sponsor horses. And also to sponsor the goats and our bunny there and things like that. So while you're meeting the animals, if you're moved to give back, this is an opportunity to do it. It is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So speaking of being thankful, you go to Thanksgiving, you're with your family. Black Friday, you spend probably a lot of money. And then you say, how do I give back? Giving Tuesday's coming that following Tuesday. But in the meantime, we'd love to potentially show you one way you could give back if you're interested. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Paul. So how do people RSVP or get more info? Well, that's kind of rhetorical, I was asking. There is the QR code right up there, as you can see on the flyer. And I'll show the flyer again before we're done this evening. But also is this link right here that you can go to, that you can copy, and you can get all the info that you would need.
Yeah, and on that page, there are also links to Meet the Herd, so you can kind of see pictures of all our different horses and learn a little bit about them. They all have their own personalities. They're really cool. They all have different things they like and that they like to do. So you can learn a little more about them individually there. So that link will kind of give you all the information you need, and you can RSVP as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Paul. So if you're anywhere near Bridgewater, Thanksgiving weekend, come hang with the herd, November 29th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Bridge Center in Bridgewater, and that's 470 Pine Street in Bridgewater. And before we do get into the Friends of the Barn sponsorships, I thought it was kind of pertinent to ask a question of us all, right? So if your friends had to describe you in 3 words. If your friends had to describe you in 3 words, I'm trying to give time for you guys to think, by the way. If your friends had to describe you in 3 words, what do you think they would say? What would those 3 words be? Would either of you like to go first?
I didn't say I had friends. I said I spend my time with my family.
Okay, friends, family, acquaintance. We'll open it up to them too.
Jeez, that's a tough question.
All right, I'll give you a few more seconds or minutes to think. What about you, Robin? You need any more time to think, or?
I'll say creative, caring, and thoughtful.
Okay, all right. And then, Paul, you still need a little bit of time to think?
I'll say what I'd like to think. I maybe.
Well, hey,
it's
you.
That works.
That's right.
I do think, like, kind of the selfless, like, generous, hardworking, and I don't know, fun.
All right.
I try.
I mean, I bet we got a comment here. I wonder what that's about. Let's see this comment real quick before.
Nope.
Somebody loves
Just
Jesus.
saying.
All right, and then Adrian says, "Hi, how's it going?" It's all good. All right, so those are the comments. I guess I should go now, right? Since I had some time to think about it, and I came up with a question. I would say, detail-oriented, outside the box, and intense. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Could see that.
All right, so oh no, see. All right, so 2026 Friends of the Barn sponsorships. Let's talk about how people can go beyond just visiting on the 29th, right? and actually sponsor part of the herd for 2026. I'm going to bring up this flyer here. We're going to show you some levels and whatnot, briefly talk about it. There also is a QR code there. So what we're talking, if you just wanted to take note of that, if you wanted to check it out later. But basically, there are sponsorship levels for therapy horses as well as bunnies and goats as well. And there's different perks with the different sponsorship levels. Paul, what does it really mean to sponsor a horse or goat? What changes because of that support is really what I want to ask.
Yeah, I mean, it probably isn't a surprise, but as a nonprofit, we don't always charge enough to kind of cover the full costs of everything we do. So that's why we're reaching out and hoping people will be willing to sponsor. And what it really allows is us to continue providing the services we're providing at a high level. Like it's different what we do than a traditional barn. A traditional barn provides great care to the animals, but we're providing services to the people. The animals are really employees of ours. They work for us. They help us provide the services to the people who come in and get their services at the Bridge Center. So, but we have to feed these employees and make sure they go to the dentist and make sure they get their acupuncture, believe it or not, and things like that, because some of our horses are a little older and they just need some TLC, So by sponsoring them, you help us to get their medical bills paid and make sure we're feeding. I mean, we're going to feed them either way, but make sure that we get their food paid for and everything like that. And then again, helping cover their work that they do with all these people.
All right. I got another question for you, Paul. Do you have a favorite story about a sponsor and their animal?
Yeah. So the very first sponsor we got when we came into the Bridge Center was actually the Bridgewater VFW, which was really cool because, again, disability touches everyone, every age, veterans, people of all colors, race, genders. It doesn't matter. We all have someone in our lives who has a disability. So the veterans came down, they decided to put their money together, raise some money, and they did a sponsorship for one of our horses. And then as part of that, they also started coming for kind of a group class on Sundays. And it was really cool because there were, again, people of all ages. So this wasn't all, 25-year-olds jumping on a horse. There were some people who had been in, wars that were past wars. I'll say that. But they loved the animals, and whether they decided to ride or they just wanted to spend time with them and do the horsemanship on the ground. It was a really cool partnership with a local organization right in Bridgewater, helping support us. So it was a lot of fun.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I got another question for you, Paul. If a business or real estate team sponsors, for instance, what's a cool way they could use that private outing? Because it's a private outing in some of the sponsorships, correct?
Yeah, for sure. So, if a person sponsors, they're allowed to, bring a group of their friends and family for an outing. And then there's other little perks for sponsoring the animal. But it's great for a business because you'll not only get awareness for your organization by, we're going to put you in our newsletter and you'll have a plaque and you'll be on our website and social media and everything like that. But yeah, it's a great opportunity to come have a team building activity, bring your team out for a day to see the horse and work with them a little bit. So yeah, it'd be a great thing for a business to do because you're always looking for those offsite opportunities. Like what's a way to build some camaraderie and get out of the office. And this would be a really fun way to do it.
Thanks.
Right. No, great idea, Paul. Thanks for that. So all you organizations out there, you heard there's a way to help and have some fun at the same time, do some team building, two birds, one stone.
For sure. Put it in the marketing budget. It's no problem.
Write it off.
There you go.
All set.
Yeah.
All right. So before we close out, I thought that it'd be fun to do a quick lightning round of questions, that we could all answer back to back. How's that sound?
Sure. Sounds good.
Are you both ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so let's establish some sort of an order here so it's not too crazy, right? So how about we do this? I'll ask the question, and then we'll go ladies first. We'll have Robin go, and then Paul will go, and then I'll go, and then I'll ask the next question, Robin, Paul, me, and I'll ask that, so forth. How's that sound? You guys ready?
Sounds good.
All right.
Can I phone a friend? Or is this?
They're not that difficult, Paul.
Yeah.
No. He says
no.
that now. Wait.
Right? Oh, come on. All right. So ready, Robin? It's going.
ready.
It's going.
Okay,
Wait,
I'm ready.
you're that way. Sorry. You're.
Yes.
All right. Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Paul.
Both.
But wait. Oh, wait. This is supposed to be lightning round. And I gotta pause it. What's both? I need an explanation. I'm sorry, folks. I need an explanation. What do you mean both?
I think he's frozen.
See, he
You
broke
asked
the
question,
internet.
He broke the internet.
Paul broke the internet. He's messing up the lightning round? How would it be lightning if he's paused? What is going on? We need to try to get Paul back. Oh no.
Oh no, Paul.
Paul, you there? Paul, try to get back on again.
Yeah, maybe leave and then come back.
yeah, leave and come back.
I can't do this lightning round by myself.
I mean, we could, but that's kind of messed up. I mean,
I know.
Paul got all his important stuff out.
I know, that's the main point. Yeah.
Right? Wow, we're stuck now. Oh wait,
Aw.
he's okay. Good. He
he
should come
back?
back on. He'll come back.
Yes.
I'll see him come back. We have to start this over. I do need an explanation though. How morning person or
I'm
night
gonna change
owl?
mine. I think I want to be both.
People. Oh, now now you need to explain both. Well, he comes back.
All right,
what do
I'll
you mean
wait.
both? What's that mean?
Well, because I like to stay up late, but then I get up early, so
Oh, well,
you know.
morning. Okay, I got you.
But then I also like to sleep late on like the weekends. But
Yeah,
I never
see-
do because I always wake up at 5 o'clock because that's the time I get up. 4:45, 5 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, I'll sleep till 6 or 7. Nope, 4:45, 5 o'clock. I'm wide awake. So
So you're
no matter
wired to
what
get
time I
up
go to
early.
bed. Oh yeah,
Oh my. Oh, that's rough, especially if you stay up late.
yeah. Whatever.
Oh
I'll
no.
sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, we'll all be
There's too
sleeping
much
then.
life. There's too much life to live. I don't need that much sleep. I'm good.
I'm gonna text message Paul.
I know.
Let's see
I had a
here.
question for him too.
We are. Wait,
Come back.
this is really informal. We
Right?
are, and people are actually watching too. This is crazy. Oh wait, there we go. He's
Is he
back.
back?
He's back.
Oh,
let
yay.
me get him on now.
Let me get a drink of water.
There you go. Go right ahead.
Oh.
Go right ahead.
Yo,
There's Paul.
We still on question 1. I'm sorry.
I was just in the middle
We're
of
done.
text.
We're
I was
ending.
texting you.
Bye.
My internet just shut off. I don't know what happened. And then yeah.
So
Off the internet.
yeah, you broke the internet with your answer because you said both.
I did.
And then Robin said she wanted to change. I stopped the lightning round when you said that, by the way. I was like, well, I don't know how far you saw, but you answered both. And I was like, well wait a minute. I had to stop the lightning round because I had to know why both. And then you were frozen at that point. And then when we were waiting for you, Robin said she wanted to go ahead and change her answer to both. And then I asked her why. But I got her answer, but I want your answer. Why both?
Well, you wouldn't approve, but it's because I don't sleep enough. I'm the last
It doesn't
one
matter
up.
what I approve or not. That doesn't matter. That's beside the point.
I'm
And
the
now we got
last
more
one
people
awake
watching.
and the First one up. So yeah.
So both. Man, I don't even know if I want to go with these next 4 lightning round
No,
questions.
wait. You need to answer, Jason. You
Oh, yeah.
need to know what yours is.
That's right. So I'll answer and then I'll ask the next one. Then Robin will go and Paul will go, and hopefully he
Keep it
doesn't
all
break the
in.
internet with the next
Yeah.
answer again. Okay. All right. So I am a night owl. I am not a morning person. No, thank you. I just can't. It's not that I can't. I won't. If I have to, I will, but I don't like it. I am a night owl.
I know.
Next question,
Next.
Paul. All
Try
right.
not to break the internet this time, Paul.
Well, there's 3 choices, so I mean, if there's a 4th one that you come up with, yeah, I give up. All right, so Robin, your turn.
Yes, okay.
Coffee, tea, or don't talk to me yet.
tea and decaf green tea, to be specific.
Ah, all right.
So
Paul, coffee, tea, or don't talk to me yet.
Coffee.
Coffee. Okay. Well, I want to say smoothie. And I guess I have some coffee in it. Like that, I use that Rise mushroom coffee stuff. There's like some instant coffee in it too, along with the mushrooms. I don't know, but I would say I would go with green tea if I had to choose, though. Yeah. All right. Next question. Robin, ready? Beach day or mountain getaway?
Both.
I can appreciate that.
Only because I love the beach, but then also the view of the mountains. Like, you can't beat the view from a mountain or even looking up at one. So if I could have a combo of both, then that would be perfect.
All right, Paul?
Mountain, easy. I like hiking. I hate the beach. So
Oh my, I hate the beach. Oh, I could see why, though. You know, after Robin said both, and this really isn't lightning round at all.
It's not.
We're really getting to know each other. So, beach day or mountain getaway? I liked Robin's answer of both. I can really appreciate that because I do love a beach day, though. You know, the sound of the water, the air, the smell, everything, and that there's something about it. But mountain getaway too, like hiking and just being out in the wilderness like that, is something about that too. There's only a couple of places in the United States that you can have both.
Yeah,
but anyhow,
I like being in the woods.
Yeah. So both for me too. All right. So Robin, book, podcast, or Netflix to unwind?
Book.
Paul?
Book for me. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I want to say audiobook. It's book.
Oh yeah.
But audiobook. My eyes are broken.
Yeah.
All right. So next question. I don't want to say lightning round, but next question. Robin, dog person, cat person, or give me all the animals?
Neither, because I'm allergic to both.
Okay. So maybe animals other than what you would be allergic to.
Sure.
Okay.
Horses. Yeah, great.
All right, Paul, dog person, cat person, or give me all the animals?
Dog for me. Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm dog person more than cat, and I'd say give me all the animals, but I do have some trait. I'm an animal person, but I'd say I'd lean towards dogs. I would lean towards dogs. So that was the non-lightning round.
That was the best lightning round I've ever been in.
Oh my, definitely engagement in that one. So do you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask each other or anybody else?
Yeah, Paul, I have a question for you, if that's okay.
Go right ahead.
How does someone get the services that you offer? How do they go about contacting you or the organization?
Yeah. You could go right to the Easterseals Massachusetts website, eastersealsma.org, and right on there's a link to the Bridge Center if that's what you're looking for, services at the Bridge Center. But otherwise, you could see all of our different services. And ways to sign up are different for the different services. Like some we provide support through other like state agencies or even workplaces or things like that. But a good place to start is the website, figure out what you need, and then that will kind of bring you down the trail of how you sign up.
And then also another question, sorry. If they just want to make a donation outside of your event that's coming up, can they just also go to the website?
Yeah, if you go to that eastersealsma.org, and then you'll see there's a donate button right there. And you can make the donation right there. You can even, if you're making it in someone's name or you want to do it, like sometimes when people pass away, they might put, in honor of their mother or father or something like that. So there's even options to do those types of things as well.
Good.
Thank you for asking. That's
You're welcome. Yeah.
That is a great question. And I will leave that up there, eastersealsma.org. And I just wanted to mention the three things that that you should know. Come to the open house, Hooves Gratitude, connect with the herd. Saturday, November 29th, 1 to 4 p.m. at the Bridge Center in Bridgewater, 470 Pine Street. And also, here's the flyer for that, by the way, in case you'd like to scan the QR code that's right there. All right. And then consider 2026 sponsorship. Sponsor a horse, goat, or bunny and literally fund the care that makes these life-changing moments possible. And the flyer for that. and the QR code is right there. All right, those are the sponsorships. And how to connect. Besides those, oh, let me get back to my favorite view. Okay, you can go to this link here and get information, or you could just go to Easterseals.mass. Can they find that long link from this as well?
Yes, they can. So if you go there, you go to the Bridge Center, you can follow right down that rabbit hole, or click events as well. It'll take you there as well. So there's a few ways to get there.
Awesome. And then, is there anything at all that you guys would like to mention before we sign off?
I have a little sneak peek for next year. I mentioned not everybody can ride a horse if it's not safe to do so. We actually just got a very generous donation. We're going to be purchasing a carriage, an adapted carriage. So that will allow somebody in a wheelchair, like a power wheelchair, to actually ride up onto the carriage, and they'll be able to ride the horse that way, in a way that's safe for them. So they're still in their custom seating where it's keeping them secure. But we have a few horses who are actually trained to pull an adapted carriage. So that's going to be another opportunity to serve more people in a different way that we weren't able to do now. So we'll be announcing that soon and thanking the donors for sure. But I think that's an exciting little sneak peek for next year that we'll be expanding our programming to some new people. Awesome.
And then, Robin, is there any way that people can find you?
Do they have to? No.
If you want to be found.
I would love to be found. Absolutely. I'm on social media, Robin Shurtleff, everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
And you know what I'm going to do? Underneath this, the descriptions on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on YouTube, I'll go ahead and I'll put your contact information there as well.
Thank you. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do that. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for this special episode.
This is great.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
No,
now,
anytime,
Robin,
Paul.
do you do the dances on TikTok? Do you do all the
I
viral
don't do the dances, but I do some videos. So.
All right.
She does do video.
Yes.
Love it.
All right. So if you love animals, community, and seeing people empowered, not just helped, come meet the herd. Claim your four-legged business partner for 2026. Remember, again, Saturday, November 29th at the Bridge Center in Bridgewater, Massachusetts from 1 to 4 p.m. Open house. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. And
thank you.
I will see everybody at some point in time. Remember, I got stuff cooking behind the lab. I'm going to launch something here soon coming up. I'm not even going to talk about it. See you guys later.
Looking forward to it. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
I know everybody a go like. I know everybody a go like. Success don't come overnight.